This video is on finding the equation of the tangent and the equation of the normal of a curve at a point. So we have the point 2,5 lies on the curve y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now this is a sketch of that graph. Now find the equation of the tangent to the curve at the point 2,5. So let's look at the graph first. So the point 2,5 is here, and I need to find the equation of the tangent. Now I know that the tangent is going to be a line, and another thing we should know is that the tangent has the same gradient as the curve does at this point. Okay, so if I roughly draw a tangent, okay, so it's going to be something like that. Now the gradient of the tangent is the same as the gradient of the curve at this point. Now we need to know the gradient of this line, and we need to know the c. So when we write it in y equals mx plus c, we need to find out what c is, and then we'll have the equation of this line. So let's try and do that. Now we need to find the gradient first. Now we can find the gradient because we know how to differentiate equations like this now, and we know that when we differentiate this, we get a function to find the gradient. Okay, so let's start by differentiating it. So we have, so question A, so we have y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay, so if I differentiate that, so I have dy over dx, and this is equal to, this is going to be 2x, and we'll have plus 2. Okay, so my gradient function is 2x plus 2. Now to find the gradient at this point 2,5, I need to substitute the value of 2. So I need to substitute the value of 2 for x here. So let's find the gradient at this point. Okay, so the gradient at the point is going to be, so if I do 2 times 2 plus 2, that's going to give me 4 plus 2, which is 6. So I know that this is going to be my m. So the m, which stands for the gradient for my tangent. Okay, so my m is going to be 6. Now I can start writing, okay, I can say y equals, so let's go to that, y equals mx plus c. Now I know m is 6, so let's do that. So y equals 6x plus c. Okay, now I actually know an x value and a y value for my tangent, and that's going to be 2,5 because this hits that point. So I can say 5 is equal to 6 times 2 plus c, and 6 times 2 is 12. So let's say 5 is equal to 12 plus c, and if I take away 12 on both sides, I'll get minus 7 is equal to c. So my equation of the tangent is going to be y equals, now gradient is 6, so 6x minus 7. Okay, so this is the equation of the tangent. So we can see that the graph, if I was to extend this all the way through, it's going to cross the y-axis at minus 7. Okay, now the equation of the normal now at the same point. Now the normal is a line that is perpendicular to the tangent, so it's going to go like that. Okay, so I'll show you what that might mean. So if I draw a line like that, and we have a right angle here, okay, so this is the normal. Okay, this is the normal to the curve at that point. Okay, so this is the normal, and the red line, this was the tangent. Okay, and this is the tangent at the point 2,5, and the green line is the normal at the point 2,5. Okay, so I can see that the normal is perpendicular to the tangent, and I know the gradient of the tangent. The gradient of the tangent is 6. So the gradient of the perpendicular line will be the negative reciprocal of that. So that's going to be minus 1 over 6. So I can say the gradient of the normal is minus 1 over 6. So let's start with that. So question B. So the gradient of the normal is, so m is going to be minus 1 over 6. So now I can write y equals minus 1 over 6 x plus c. Now I know that the normal passes through the point 2,5, so let's substitute those values. So I'll have 5 is equal to minus 1 over 6 times 2 plus c. Now 2 times minus 1 over 6, that's minus a third. If I add third to both sides, so I'm going to get 5 and a third here. Now 5 is just 15 over 3, so I'm going to get 15 over 3. 15 over 3 add 1/3 is equal to C. So therefore C must be 16 over 3. Okay, so my equation of the normal, so the equation of the normal at the point at the point 2, 5. Okay, this is going to be is y equals, so the gradient was minus 1 over 6, so minus 1 over 6 x and plus 16 over 3. Okay, now yes, we can multiply through by 6 and then not have fractions here, but you don't need to do that, okay, because the question only asked for the equation of the normal, and this equation is the equation of the normal. Okay, so here are some questions for you to try. So work out the equation of the tangent to this curve at this point. So remember, you're going to have to find the gradient function, find the gradient at this point here, and then you know that that gradient is the same gradient as the tangent will have at this point. Okay, and then you work out the equation of that line. Okay, so have a go at these questions and then bring that to the lesson.